Hey, yeah, did you hear about the game last night? Yeah, it was pretty dope. Oh, yo, look at my new iPhone 27. It's so amazing, isn't it?
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm just gonna hold on. Let me take a selfie here.
You're like a tablet mom.
Yeah. Hold on. Gotta respond back to this text. Anyway, welcome everybody to the Top Flight Computers Twitch channel. I got it right this time. We were poking fun at this because this is the size of the accessories box for this case. Other accessory boxes, the one she tells you not to worry about. No, this is literally just an actual waste, but we'll get back to that. Yep. My name is Connor.
And I am Andrew, and tonight we're building the Berserker.
Indeed.
So this is a workstation designed for game development business. Mainly, the applications being used Unreal Engine and Unity. Oh yeah, that's Chris. Unreal Engine, Unity, a whole bunch of other things, as well as Discord, Twitch, Streamlabs, VR, and gaming.
How's the audio, by the way?
Fine.
Okay, good.
Cool.
We adjusted everything, so
yeah.
If you can't hear us, just type in chat.
Yeah,
Chris is mine.
Connor just turned some knobs and we had to fix it.
I did the magic.
So, the CPU for this build, the AMD Threadripper 3970X 32 core 64 thread CPU.
4.5 gigahertz max boost, 3.7 gigahertz base.
What's the cache? 64 megs?
I don't know. It doesn't say it on the back of the box.
Okay, anyway.
there's literally nothing on the back of the box.
Yeah, so
that's a little sticker that says, oh, hold on. Yeah, no.
We're seeing in red every now and then on audio.
It's fine. Take the slider, drag it down a little bit.
So that will be cooled by an Enermax 360 LIQTECH TR42. A big 360 IO designed specifically for Threadripper socket and IHS. Along with that, those will both be installed in Gigabyte TRX40 AORUS Pro Wi-Fi.
This baby can fit so much storage.
So it can fit so much everything.
It really can.
It's a big board. We'll show that later. We got 64 gigs of GSkill Ripjaws 5 series, DDR4 3200. We have three NVMe SSDs, a 512 gig, a 1 terabyte, and a 2 terabyte. And those are 980 Pros, of course. The
I'm showing them the top cam, by the way, for those that are wondering.
The fastest of boys.
The fastest of boys.
For graphics, we're using the integrate. No, I'm just kidding. We're using the RTX A6000.
Does the Threadripper have integrated?
No.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a second.
Because on the other one we did integrate graphics.
That's fair. I was like, wait a second. That doesn't sound right.
So this is a 48 gigabyte UV card. This is quite as powerful as an RTX 3090, but it's basically like the Quadro professional equivalent. All that will be powered by a SeaSonic Focus Plus Gold 1000 watt power supply, and installed a Fractal design Meshify 2 case with some Noctua NVME fans.
Sorry.
So yeah,
I had to turn down the light. It was a little too bright.
I told you it was bright when you turned it on.
That one was bright.
All right, so it's the purse list. Yep, some more Chromaxes for the cooler, and let's get going.
Indeed. Did you read the massive novel of what this is used for?
I cherry picked.
There you go. Okay.
I said Unreal Engine and Unity, and then like Discord. But I'll read them all. Unreal Engine, Unity, Marmoset Tool Bag 4, Maya, ZBrush, Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, Audition, Topo Gun, Substance Painter, Substance Designer, Substance B2M, Keyshot, Discord, Twitch, Streamlabs, OBS, VR, and gaming. So yeah, a lot of applications, and you could probably run them all at once. Chris is censoring the chat. Chris, why do you censor our users?
Why?
What?
Well, why am I censoring it?
It says message deleted by a moderator.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why we have moderators, aka Chris. Big, large, chonkin board. Motherboard's actually like really heavy.
Yeah. That's how you know it's quality.
Let's move the case towards Andrew a bit because it's like
You're kind of hiding on it.
I want to hide.
What are you hiding from?
I can see top cam.
Are you hiding from yourself?
Getting all the peels, even though this one's not going to be good. It's close. And then it's Gigabyte, so hold on, there's definitely appeal under appeal. Oh, look at that, there is. Shiny. Is there appeal in that? No. I really like these, this style of board, and the other ones that have the black,
Blacked out.
yeah, like the
audio
blacked out
connectors.
rear I/O, and then the audio connectors. They'll actually have LEDs inside of them that light up the color that they
Yeah.
are. It's so cool.
Premium features.
It's so excessive, but it's so cool.
Okay, so let's play everyone's favorite game of Am I going to install fans
This is
first?
literally all of the bags of things that I need to install the 3 M.2.
Okay. The fans are going to push out, and the cable's going to be that way.
Yep.
Yep. And this is the front of the case.
Yeah.
In this instance,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
This is the front.
gold shot.
Does it have enough space to go all the way across?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Alright.
Reject.
Now that we've done that, I will proceed to install them.
100%.
Chris, have you actually ever installed a Threadripper? I don't think you have.
No.
Do you want to install a Threadripper?
No.
All right, that's fair.
It's only like
That's what I pay for.
I mean,
Only like
hey,
3,000
it's an
pins.
experience, but it's scary experience.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
it's only like what? How many pins are in that socket? Like 3,000?
4,000
4,000?
plus.
Yeah, maybe it's only a few. Just don't bend any.
Don't bend any of them.
And since there are 8 memory slots in this, and we are using 4 SODIMM, no, these are not SODIMMs.
What? Soda.
SODIMMs, so 4 DIMMs. We are installing them in these positions. Typically they change per board, but if you look at least on this board, there's a little designation right here, which you guys are not going to be able to see, and I'm not going to be able to lift it up. It's too tiny of a little thing. But on that designation shows which one goes first, which one goes second. This box of RAM got really messed up.
Ooh, looks like it got cut open.
As I drop them.
Okay. Yep. The good thing is NAND flash is not viable or not susceptible to shocks.
Absolutely not. I had to, impersonate Linus there for a second.
Uh-huh.
Haha, haha. Those of class will know what I'm saying.
You see the new house he bought?
Yes, I did.
Pretty cool. There's the rubber things on one fan, 2 more times, and then after
The clearance on the seatsink is uncomfortable, to say the least.
a comfy.
Yeah. I have to literally push the metal of the heatsink out of the way a little bit to put that RAM stick in.
That is uncomfortable.
That is slightly uncomfortable. Two. This board is a little different than many others and actually has a going this direction. Normally they all go this way.
Except those Asus boards have some like random vertical ones.
Yep, except the
Rings
Asus
are
ones.
kind of cool.
I don't know how I'm gonna unscrew that. Look, they put a captive nut over here, or they put a threaded nut on top
saw,
of that opposed.
There's
thing.
a server manufacturer, it might be Supermicro, who instead of using an M.2 screw, just uses a little tab, which makes way more sense.
Yeah, that actually would.
But
We don't make sense here in the PC industry.
we get everything out of the servers.
I finally watched all of Gamers Nexus review of the terrible.
Oh, the Alienware?
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so bad.
Yeah, like how do you mess up that bad?
Like
It's like you have to do it on purpose.
everything about it. Everything. Oh.
Yeah, it was almost like malicious how badly it was designed. And then they would do tests like, here's what happens if you add one fan, the temperature drops 10 degrees.
Or like
It's like 0.
take the side panel off.
Yeah,
I mean, hey,
they're doing something out there.
you don't pay for the quality. If
Don't
you want
worry.
quality, you build a computer with us. and then I drop your RAM on the floor.
Yeah, good sales pitch.
As it has flavor.
So I'm doing big brain. I installed one fan. I'm gonna double check myself. And I did it
That's
correctly.
smart. Changing it up a little bit.
Rather than upside down and frontways.
Yeah, and I'm checking before I install all three of them.
Alright, how do I get these things off? Such an expensive board. I feel like they would include this. That's such a weird little thing.
What is it?
Is that?
Oh,
So it's a nut that's
Like
then
that,
threaded,
yeah.
and then it has. So you have to pop that off, but it's cranked down with like the force of way too much for such a tiny little screw.
the force of like the 8-year-old in the factory that put it on there.
We're not going there. Gotta break the seals on all the Samsung 980 Pro.
1, 2.
And the 2 terabyte, the big boy, which ironically is exactly the same size as the 1 terabyte, and the 500 gig. It's just it has more chips,
Yep.
chiplets, right? Chiplets,
NAND chips.
NAND chips.
Flash chips.
NVMe chips, yeah.
Yeah. It's also the same as Flash is like the broader category. NAND
Yeah.
is the type of flash.
Yeah.
DRAM is also a type of flash.
Yep.
This nut is right up against the slot.
Yeah.
So it's Really? This expensive board and the M.2 screws are not captive? Shame.
Shame.
That is an actual pretty shame.
Shame. I guess you gotta pony up to like the $900
Or whatever.
to get captive screws.
I don't know, that if I'm paying this much for a board, I would like captive screws. And you only deal with them really once.
Yeah.
Which is to
Yeah.
install them, but still. I think that would be something I would like. Because like right there, I almost lost that screw, and that would have been a day and a half.
Would have been a fiasco.
That really would have been. Alright. So I don't actually need all these. I was wrong. Because those already have the standoffs. So we're good there. Do not need that anymore. So let's install our Threadripper. This is an unboxing experience. And if you guys have not seen, it's actually awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it. We have to do gravity, but we'll do it this way. Reflection on the light. Then, you get the pod. The AMD pod.
The capsule.
The capsule. Underneath, though, is your ungodly large CPU sticker, which makes minimal sense. I think it's literally the size of the IHS.
Relative
Yeah.
to the scale of the normal IHS, it's
Yeah.
like the same size.
Yeah, about the same. But this is your Threadripper tool. This is how you actually install it. Do we need the A6 bracket? No, we don't.
I don't think so.
So that bracket is for existing water coolers that you can actually reuse for your Threadripper.
Although it's not as ideal.
So, to open this, it nicely says you unscrew 3, 2, 1, and then to close it you do 1, 2, 3. And you do that because this tool is a torque wrench, and it's set to a very specific torque setting. Which is one of the...
What is the setting? Do you know? Is that like 15?
I think it's...
I don't know.
Chris, what's the torque setting on the Threadripper? Google it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Google it. I think it's 14.
I was gonna say 15.
14 pounds per
Sounds right.
whatever, something.
Pounds
or
per
other.
square inch. Is it? No, it's not PSI.
No, it's not
That's-
PSI.
1.6
Newton meters. What does that translate into?
14.2 inches per pound.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you're very close.
God, that's so many pins.
But luckily the torque wrench is set.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So it is also really interesting about this is there's actually a different sled. Or there's your main retention mechanism, then there's actually a sled. And in this sled is where you actually slot in your CPU, which is this is just a cover. Now we got to take out our CPU out of the pod. You're supposed to just be able to rip this off, but it's easier just to cut it.
Yeah.
It just really is, because you don't want to accidentally yeet.
Yeah. Here.
Like I almost just did.
Processor.
Yeah, keep that. And then there is a little tab on the side here. You lift that up to unlock it. I say as it's now not lifting up.
Pull CPU comes out, or push it down maybe?
Yeah, I had to pull
There you
it.
go.
And it's just a little. So that is just a little plastic retention lock. Then you have your actual CPU itself, which is hefty. And then you can drop out your little piece of foam and you get a nice little display piece.
Yeah.
We like displaying them.
Most CPUs don't feel heavy when you hold them, but this feels heavy. It's like dense for its size.
It's very dense. And then you just slot this on.
Look at
in.
that thing.
Do what? Quite easily. I double check the pins because especially on this board, there's a lot to troubleshoot. My
It's
thing
also-
did not even slide in.
Sometimes it'll be a pain to get the CPU back out if it's not moving. You have to troubleshoot it. Like that one day, I removed and installed a Threadripper like 6 times.
Yeah.
I almost cried,
I remember that.
and it was this stupid Noctua coolers too. I was so upset. I was having a bad day.
You on the struggle bus counter?
No, it wasn't sitting right, and it's still not sitting exactly right, which is like slightly
Take your
worrisome.
time.
Yep. So I will take as much time as I absolutely need on this.
Okay. Cool.
This one clips in.
Sounds good.
Doesn't slide in through the top,
Okay.
which is actually interesting.
If you want to shoot me your email, I'll give you email.
Yeah. I don't like this.
That doesn't seem like it's secure.
No, it's not.
I remember kind of having to clip it into that tray.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to just slot this down in. But then see, it like falls.
No, I think that's
Because
correct.
normally it's this, and then you just kind of.
You want me to take one?
He said, take your time. Customer said, take your time.
Yeah.
There's no need to rush it on a 32 core chip.
No, there's not.
What you gonna do? Break off a core?
32. It's too big. Not gonna
Windows
fit.
always has 31 cores.
31 is fine.
We must have
31.
broken off a core by accident.
Just gotta slot in a new.
That'd be fine. There's when these Alder Lake chips come out and they have like odd core counts for some SKUs, that's gonna make me so uncomfortable. Like, yeah, like
There it goes.
Windows
I
is
got
like, can Windows even show 7 cores?
All right, there we go. So that's how.
It's odd
Yeah.
numbers.
So
What
this
does this
one,
mean?
the channel on the inside was a little bit off.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, I was struggling on. So once your chip is actually in on its little caddy over here, Chris, if you can jump back to top cam. Eventually. There we go, top cam. This is a cool little shot. So this literally falls down and it aligns where it needs to. And you push that. Boom. And to close this, 1, 2, 3. Very easy. You screw this down, and then this is the part that always like irks people or makes it really weird because you have to, like Chris said, this is a torque wrench, so you have to continue to tighten this and tighten this and tighten this until you hear that. And there's a decent amount of force that you got to put on that.
And then you stop.
Yep. Well, you can't actually tighten it
Yeah,
further.
you can't
It's
go
possible
further.
because that's what a torque wrench does. But you gotta kind of have to crank it.
Do you have the bag?
Just crank.
Nope, that did.
Do you have the bag that came with the power supply?
The bag that came
This
with.
has power supply screws preferred.
Oh, they're right here.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, and then a little. And now you installed the Threadripper. I need to clean the top of the IHS though because it's
Fingerprint.
dirty and I got a fingerprint on it.
Do you
And
have
it's
a
a
wrap?
huge IHS. No, I do not. Chris, can you hand me a microfiber? Let me get a sec. That is fair.
While he was doing that, I got all the fans installed on the The liquid cooler.
Do we have?
We should.
We used them.
If not, we have
Some case used to
Yeah,
come with
download
them.
that.
And we had some.
And then you get a nice little trophy, which is just a cool little thing. We display all of them behind it. But we'll talk to the client and see if they want the box, because this is one of the cooler boxes.
Just grab a paper towel. Should be good.
And I'm going to set that one off to the side.
Oh.
Chris just hit the boom that supports top cam, so I'm sorry if you get nauseous. Beware.
Which is worse, nausea or Chris's leg?
True. Nausea.
Toss it to Andrew. I don't want to toss it towards the motherboard.
I mean, I need alcohol too.
I mean, I caught them.
I mean, it's almost Friday,
There you go.
but thanks. Let me just dropped all of it.
I know.
Give me a moment while
I've personally thrown away like at least 10 microfiber cloths because some case
Oh,
comes
he
with
doesn't
them
need
for the side.
microfiber. We need the rubbing alcohol now.
Oh, now he's looking at that. Oh, sorry, I got thirsty.
Don't mind me. Just
Did Michael have some rum somewhere?
there we go. Finally got all these. Oh yeah, we got to take the fan controller out of this. Remember, this one comes with the fan controller.
Okay.
Oh, I think there's some.
Do not trip over the cameras.
I hate this plastic thing.
Ha! Yeah.
I just
Pulls
let
it
it come out.
straight up. Yep. There you go. Nice purple.
It's so complicated.
I'm so hopeful. I'm honestly actually gonna wait for that because I guarantee we're gonna get more fingerprints on that.
Yeah. they're like
What are the standoffs for that?
the standoffs? What
Are
is
the
that?
cooler?
They're gonna be in here, I believe.
Yeah, I mean it's an AM4 bracket, so it should only come, or not an AM4, TRX.
TRX 40.
So it should only come with these.
Yeah, it's not multi-socket.
Yeah, there is one socket that is this large.
I mean, technically, the
Okay,
other.
technically
Actually.
I mean, the Intel boards those are pretty big.
Yeah.
Or the Intel
I think
server
they're
chips.
still a little bit smaller. Just Xeon scalables.
That was actually one of the biggest issues when this launched was there wasn't coolers enough.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough
There's
coolers for
still
it.
only a few options.
So you can see that this is the bracket for most existing coolers, and again, this is the entire outer housing. You can see here. So if I put that there, you can see that that actually doesn't cover the actual cold plate itself of the cooler. Usually only cover it about about that big squares,
Yep.
and it wasn't even close.
It's not ideal to use. Cooler's not designed for Threadripper on Threadripper because you're not cooling the whole IHS.
Yep.
And the cores are spread out in chiplets all across that IHS.
Yep. So that'll lead to more or less instability. Instability, not instability.
Throttling, instability.
Instability.
Crashes.
Yep. Because you'll have one side being cooled and the other side not. I am setting the CPU cooler stuff over here
Okay. That's good.
because I know we're going to forget it. Also going to install the CPU fan splitter as well. Because why not?
Power supplies in.
Perfect. You can take your screwdriver back now.
Now that I don't need it.
Now that you don't need it.
Perfect.
Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and now that we have our M.2s installed, 1, 2, and 3, our big chonkin Threadripper is installed as well, and all of our RAM installed. That is everything that we need to do on the motherboard side of things. So now I'm going to go ahead and drop the motherboard into the case.
Does this board have a 5-volt adjustable RGB header?
Probably. We're
There's a
not
D
getting
LED. That's a 3 pins, right?
The 5-volt adjustable is 4 pin.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it does not. It has 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got 12.
Okay.
It's got the 5 is the 4 pins, but the middle one's missing.
Yeah, I think there's one missing.
Is
Yeah.
does the case have RGB?
The cooler.
Ah. Let me see the cable.
So it's either, oh, this is 2 gigabyte VDG digital header. It's a 3 pin, maybe. Wait.
It's 2-pin. Is it 2-pin? No, it's 3-pin.
No, it's 3. VDG would be the header you see.
There's so many headers on this board. We're trying to figure out the RGB stuff right now.
So
I would think it'd be a Twitch
the
bottom.
computer doesn't have any RGB?
No, the cooler has RGB.
That's a
Well,
VDG
I mean,
phase
yeah,
4.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, cause that's the 5-pin right there. Is that one?
Yeah, there's another.
And there's another 5-pin up there. Or there's another 5-volt, and there's another 12-volt up there as well.
Yeah.
I don't see one that's a 3 though. That's odd.
This has 4. But I just want to make sure that it's. Those are 12 volt, you said?
There's 12 and a 5.
Okay, so
That's
we
a
can use the
5.
5.
Yep.
Okay, we can use that then.
Yep.
I mean, probably easier to plug it in right now. But
We'll do the top one because reasons. Honestly, cable management reasons. They're a lot easier. Actually, I'm gonna plug that in later because I
Okay.
don't want to like bump it because those headers are very
fragile.
fragile. Yeah, because there's nothing supporting them. All right, is that in frame-ish? Hold on. Which way do I need to go? This way. No, this way. Yeah, it's so weird doing everything like mirrored.
Do you want me to go back to top cam?
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, it goes up. While he does that, I'll take the video card out of the box. Do you want the ratchet? For...
No, I actually want the Be Quiet and the magnetic because
Oh
the
yeah,
magnet tips.
magnetic. Yeah, we could buy magnetic tips for this one.
We can. I have a magnetizer that you can actually magnetize bits.
Is it any magnet and magnetizer technically?
Yes, it is. But there's also a demagnetizer. It just depends on how it's like orientated.
He said to make the RGB green.
Oh, it'll probably reset after
Yeah, it will.
Windows, but
For the
I
display
think-
purposes of today, unfortunately, we cannot because we do not. Well, we will not have it.
Yeah, this is
unplugged
AORUS.
into a screen and.
this says it's compatible with AORUS Gigabyte RGB Fusion
Apparently, these are not
or
AORUS
Enermax's
screws.
own. I'd probably use AORUS, but
I would use AORUS.
I mean none of them are good. But like, I don't know why. Why can no one make good RGB software? IQ is as close as it gets. It still sucks sometimes.
IQ is very taxing
Yeah, and it still
for
sucks.
RGB software.
I don't know why.
Logitech does pretty good with their stuff.
Yeah, but they don't make CP coolers.
No, they don't. I've actually,
And no one else
I
supports.
have Corsair. I have all Corsair stuff. For those of you, my system is Red Mist.
Chill.
Well, it's not Red Mist anymore, ironically, because that one's dead. But
Blue.
it's yeah. Well, it was red and then
Wasn't
it's
that
dead.
a Photoshop?
No,
Is that a banner?
No.
I thought that was red and then you photoshopped it.
No, my system was blue.
It was
Oh.
blue.
We were blue for the first Comic Con, or for when it was still GalaxyCon, and then when it was SuperCon, and then we swapped it to red when it went to GalaxyCon
Because
we're like keep it new,
Yeah.
different, and yeah, it matched the colors because blue made no sense with red shirts.
Fair enough.
But no, now my system actually isn't even listed on the website. Ironically,
It was fine.
it is.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yo.
My little one now. My in the Lee and Lee.
Oh no.
The
Oh,
one,
no.
you did a build on
Sorry,
that,
no.
didn't we?
No, we
No.
did. That was the tower cooler, the tower one that I had.
Yeah, it was like Corsair 1 ripoff.
Yeah, still works great as a home theater PC. But
Yeah.
no, mine is now in the 11 mini with a EK water cooler actually.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
My
now
build's not on there.
time to start the enormous task of cable managing, which isn't terrible, but there's going to be a fair amount of cables in this one.
Yeah, not too bad. Just SATA drives.
Heavy, already heavy. Let's clear up the space a little bit. You want to reintroduce the?
Oh god.
Build
Hold
as
on,
we're
I'll
getting
undo these two and then I'll do that. I'm not plugging it in yet.
Motherboard box. This one down here. Zip tie is definitely gonna need those. So yeah, what we were joking about earlier at the start of the stream, this is the accessories box to this case. It is excessively large. Inside is just a few drive sleds, I should say, which will still include, but not in this egregiously large box. Cool. Got it. So this entire box was used for that.
Did you take out the fan controller?
Now you got to do it from the other side.
Oh.
Pretty certain.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah.
I see a few things.
At least it goes up
They're
there.
very hard to reach, though.
Just out of the way. Little piece of felt. And while Andrew does that, I will sit here and do absolutely nothing.
I mean, in theory, you shouldn't take long, but
No.
these are super
We'll
hard to
actually
get
start
to.
undoing some of the cables.
There's one.
There should only be two, if I remember correctly.
I see a third one. I don't know if it's connected, though. It might be for something else.
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's two.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
still.
no, there's the one over here. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, no, there's four.
Really?
Two on each side.
So there's an existing fan controller that's built into this case, which is kind of a cool little addition.
That we don't need.
That we just don't need.
And
Yeah,
don't-
it can support 6 3-pin fans and 3 4-pin fans. Which,
How many pins total is that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He says that he feels like more should come out of the box than just
right?
Yeah, it's actually a waste, and it's like the bad styrofoam inside for the
And just
environment.
that fan controller that we may reuse on another build if we need it.
Probably not.
Probably not. We've not had good luck with
I
fan
think
controllers in the
yeah,
past.
I think we've collected a bunch, especially the OEM ones.
Yeah, the
We've
OEM
collected,
ones.
I mean, we had that one that may or may not have caused a little bit of smoke.
Yeah, that may or may not have.
If you're wondering why we don't use them.
I will say the board looks nice.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Yes. Oh, it's very shiny.
What was that, a 7-layer PCB?
Many.
Real nice.
All right, I didn't. Bummer. I didn't look where all of the fan ports were.
Oh.
So, oh well. I'll start running the CPU because CPU's up here.
And while he does that, I will stare at him doing it.
Could reintroduce it
That's true, I could.
like we were
Since
going
we
to,
were
and then we
allegedly
didn't.
halfway through.
Yeah,
Huh?
we're allegedly halfway through.
Yeah, water cooled chicken fingers. So this is, again, the Berserker. This is a workstation designed for a wide range of game development tools. I'm going to pick these two and say they're the main ones, Unreal Engine and Unity, because everything else kind of works with those. It's designed around the 32-core Threadripper 3970X with an RTX A6000 48GB video card for graphics and rendering and compute and everything. Yeah, pretty much. We've got 3 Samsung 980 Pro NVMe drives, 64 gigs of RAM, the Gigabyte TRX 40 AORUS Pro Wi-Fi board, Enermax 360 liquid cooler, 1000 watt power supply.
Sorry, Chris, are
Noctua
we
fans.
boring you?
What?
Chris is yawning.
I
Boring
didn't even
you?
read all the program names.
I know.
That would have.
Been really yelling.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, Chris has got a hot date. He can't sit around with us. He's getting tired. Is this a 2.5 gig LAN? I think so. Yeah, 2.5.
Do we have 2.5 gig?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Last build we did the Intel one.
This is the same board as we have over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't
think so.
I don't think so.
No.
No. It has Wi-Fi. 6, supposedly. I don't know.
Yeah. We got a shark fin behind the monitor.
Yes. It's got a lot of USB.
Yeah.
It's got, what, 9 on the... Well, 10 if you include USB-C in the back. Then you get...
So I need a fan splitter. Not for the reason why you think. I literally do not have the space.
You need an extender?
Yeah, I need an extender, but I don't think we have some. I think we just have fan splitters.
I will look.
While he does that, I'm going to continue on. Our fan cable is literally just too short. Oh. Scared the living daylights out of me.
Wasn't there a problem with the with the extender back on the Transcend build?
We had a problem with one because it just wouldn't sit.
That one,
snugly.
the board was out of spec. The pins on the board, so it wasn't actually tight, so it would like bump loose, and it was in a place that was very aggravating to get to.
Yeah, as long as it stays in the connector. Yeah, you think the card looks good now? Wait till I take the plastic peel off.
What?
He said that is an amazing looking card in chat.
Yep.
I don't want to take it off till the end though, because fingerprints.
Right.
It's fingerprints.
Yeah, it's got a little wavy.
Do we have a second one of those?
Business. Huh?
Do we have a second one of those?
These?
No.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. Let me just duplicate. Let me just throw that in the
I feel like
duplicator.
you're just wiring poorly if you need two of them.
Duplicate the A6000.
Yeah, let me just Minecraft, duplicate it.
Oh.
If not, I could just use a splitter. I could use one splitter and then one extender.
What's that? Low noise adapters.
Yeah,
I think that
no
was the
low
only
noise
one else we
adapters.
have. You want to split?
Yeah, we'll just use a
How
single
long of a splitter do you need? You can use a short splitter? or
Yeah, I can
you-
use a short one.
Okay. That's a 3. I think that's all I have. That's a 3. That's empty.
I think we had two, but
There's a very short extender. Is that long
that's
enough?
a low noise adapter.
It doesn't have the sticker.
I know, but that one is. I've made that mistake on one build, and I got
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
very sad because I was like, oh no, why is this fan not doing the spin?
Is that better or worse than plugging the fan into a pump header?
True.
I think it's better.
I mean, hey, you could plug a low noise adapter into a fan header, and you would probably be good.
Plug a low noise header into, or low noise adapter into a pump header, and it like evens out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like so.
That's how that works, right?
No, you don't get any variable speed control. It's just
Just zoom.
yeah, just on. It's digital instead of analog.
Alright, cool.
Cool.
There's the fan situation figured out. All of your fans have a splitter already back here for the
Okay.
CPU pool.
Nice.
Just as a heads up on that one.
Ooh.
So glad we haven't used it.
Yeah, I was about to go over some of the unique features of the video card.
Move the
Yeah, I was gonna-
Yeah. Perfect.
I searched the A6000, and of course I got the Sony mirrorless camera.
Oh yeah, the Sony A6000.
Yeah. Alright, let's pull up NVIDIA's site here. Get all the numbers.
It's just beast.
Yeah. So although this doesn't have the Quadro name in its official name, it's basically Quadro.
It's
the RTX A6000. Are they doing away with the Quadro name now? Or is
They
it just
did
dead?
away with
They
it.
did.
Okay, so it's just dead.
It's done.
So it's a series professional workstation.
RTX A Pro. Yeah. just
Okay.
call it, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, as we mentioned earlier, this one has 48 gigabytes of VRAM, which is very important if you're doing large renders or large data calculations. Yeah, I think it's probably GDR6X,
Non-X.
non-X. Okay,
Because-
GDR6 ECC.
Yeah.
Yeah, because X is just faster.
X is on the 39.
Yeah, it's just faster. It's not ECC though.
Right.
It has 4 DisplayPort 1.4 ports, which support up to like 4K,
Pretty sure it's like
120.
8K.
Well, 4K 120 hertz. Or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
yeah. Max power consumption is listed at 300 watts. That's probably pretty close. PCI Express Gen 4 X16 interface. The dual slot card, we know that. Of course, it supports 2- and 3-way NVLink, so you can, with this connector up here that's hidden behind a plastic cover, you can hook a bunch of them up and they can actually pool the memory together. So if you added a second one of these, you could have 96 gigabytes of usable VRAM, which is just
Kind of.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Too much memory, you might say.
You use them for billboards, actually.
Billboard? Oh yeah, yeah.
Billboards and like jumbotrons are
Well, that's
used
yeah.
off
They
of
also use
Quadros
the
and
sync,
the sync.
the sync card, which
Yeah,
is
so they're also probably not using the A6000.
yeah,
for
probably.
that.
But it has a sync port, so you can hook up multiple of these to a sync board, and if you have a multi-tile display, make sure there's no drift and they're all showing the same frames at the same time. So as a stereo connector for stereoscopic 3D work. If anyone does that in 2021,
Stereos.
it's there. Probably backwards compatibility. Apparently, this says if you link 2 of them with the 96 gigabytes of GDDR6, the memory bandwidth is 112 gigabytes a second. That's a lot of memory bandwidth.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
All I could think of when you said that.
So yeah, pretty much all around is like top of the line, killer, professional card.
I'm still going to complain about the non-bidirectional, bidirectional USB-C port.
Yeah, you do that.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, this. So every second, if you had 2 of them, I guess, the memory bandwidth, 112 gigabytes a second. That's more than my first SSD had capacity. You could fill up my first SSD in a second, like in theory.
In
Because
optical.
it was a 120 gig SSD I bought for like $70 at the time, which was a good deal.
That was actually, yeah, that is a pretty good deal.
That was back when like 50 cents a gigabyte was like a killer sale.
I remember in our, I think it was our 4th build, we had a 950 Pro 500 gig, which
Yeah.
is like $500.
Yeah.
It was
Dollar.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember when we did Edwards.
It was so, yeah, it was,
When you did ISA, that was like,
that was
when you had a 2 terabyte M.2, we were like
Yeah.
floored. We were like,
They're-
oh my god.
it was like a $2,000 M2.
I'm happy they got so much more affordable. It's just so much faster. It's literally, I actually benchmarked a hard drive earlier today, and the reads and writes are a little over 200 megabytes a second each way. Whereas and that's like decent for a hard
Which
drive.
is not
It's about-
bad.
No, it's normal for a hard drive. But you know,
It
Gen 4
doesn't
NVMe
compare.
SSDs are doing 4,
7,000.
5, 6 gigabytes a second.
Those do 7,000.
Well, yeah, in
Up to.
theory, sequential. Yeah.
Nothing can
Up to-
saturate
I
that,
do.
really,
Up
but.
to.
Yeah. But very, very, very quick. Which, if you're moving a lot of data in and out for like renders or data calculations, can be
Yeah.
very helpful.
Yeah, if you're moving between drives.
Like
and things
from the
like that.
drives to the GPU memory or something
Yep.
like that, or to system memory.
The whole build is pure Gen 4 NVMe. There's
Yeah.
no Gen 3. There's no SSD. There's no hard drive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Gen 4 native. So
Did you see that someone in, I think it was China, beat the world record for the fastest internet?
no.
No.
You can't really have the fastest internet though, because
I
the
know.
internet is just like.
I know. But it was, they were able to download 269 terabytes in 1 minute, or some crazy.
To what though?
I don't
like
know.
a data center?
It had to have been.
Yeah, it's weird. I remember seeing a long time ago where it's like NASA's internet is like 2 terabytes a second.
Yeah.
And then someone made the joke like, your boss enters a room, you uninstall GTA, they leave the room, you re-download it.
You re-download. Yep. That's exactly it. Like you could.
Yeah, there's always bottlenecks. So, you know, no single client can pull that down. Yeah. Give it time.
Yet. Yeah, that's just absurd. I mean, an absolute just absurd amount of data at that point. Cool.
I've
but
seen
just
videos
absurd.
of like big video game conventions where they have giant LAN parties and stuff, where they have like crazy internet setups for that.
I mean, yeah, that would I could see that.
And they
That
have
makes
like
a lot of sense.
you know a Steam cache server and all this stuff. Pretty cool. I'm still waiting to get decent internet where I live. I'll probably just have to move because
It's very true.
no one's changing anything.
Where we're actually looking to move into has 2 gig Google Fiber.
Yeah, they're offering my parents. My parents are
I'm
on
like,
gigabit Google Fiber up and down right now, and they keep trying to sell 2 gig. I'm like, all their clients max at a gigabit.
Yeah, I don't even know what the point of 2 gig would be. It's like I don't even think Steam could download that quickly.
Peer-to-peer can.
True.
Or if you just have a bunch of clients that can pull pretty heavily, then it would help. If you have like 5 people trying to pull 500 megabytes each.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The bandwidth is.
Yeah, the bandwidth.
is what you really use that
Yeah,
for, but
exactly.
you don't
It's
really use that for the
better
normal
for-
day to day.
Even a business. Most businesses don't need a lot of internet. So I don't know. But they're selling it.
It's not expensive
and then
either,
it's
which is
me.
like what's great.
And I'm so close to that service area, but I only have AT&T and Spectrum offered. Spectrum is up to 400 megabits, and AT&T is up to 75 megabits.
Oh man.
Which is like Not enough for even me. So, yeah.
Yeah, that actually is pretty rough. 75.
Yeah, yeah.
We have 200. No, we have 400.
I have 200 right now.
I got 500 down and 20 up.
I had 400, but they raised the rate, so I dropped the.
That's fair.
And that was after a year of living there, so they'll probably raise the rate again in a year, and then
Yeah.
I'll just. But I'm gonna be moving out then, so. Haha. I win.
Beating the system.
They still aren't billing me.
Do you pay a monthly fee to your apartment complex?
No,
Yes, you do.
no, I don't.
Your MAA.
So I've been paying that for a very long time, and that hasn't increased.
Right. Check your rent on your
I
portal.
I did.
Do you pay like a cleaning fee and like a trash fee and all that jazz? Is it about $90 a month? Because it's included in your rent. It's the same thing mine is too. Your internet's all included in it.
Mine's not.
But
We have to go get our.
I was paying Spectrum through their portal for like ever.
Yeah, they changed it so it's now all integrated through one account.
I wish. I'll have to pay everyone separately. The only thing that's included in my rent is water, sub-meter.
That's yeah.
And
that's
then
fine.
all the trash and stuff. But utility wise,
Yeah.
you gotta pay Spectrum directly, power, gas.
It's called MAA Connect.
Anyway, computers.
Computers. Yeah. Chris thought that he was not paying Spectrum for years.
Oh, they'll get you somehow.
Oh, they will. They watch this stream.
Right.
Connor's still just tying up cables in the back here.
Oh,
Can't
yeah,
really
there's,
see
there's,
it,
there's a
but
lot.
He's just Velcro tying to his heart's content.
Yeah. One day.
It's 6:49. We can make it.
Let me speed run
Oh,
this. No.
We still have to put
My-
the AIO on.
Maybe shortly after 7. I don't know why he was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be like 7:30 or like 8 o'clock.
I mean, we can probably stretch it.
Or not.
I'm kind of hungry. Is that Jimmy John still down there? It's definitely down there still, yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I know it's down there.
I'll go
And
to
they
the
close
dumpster
at
and get
9.
yesterday's bread. Huh?
At 9.
At 9?
They close at 9.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not gonna get Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is, in my opinion, barely above Subway at the bottom of the
Of the
sub
tier
places.
list.
Yeah, the sub place tier list.
Number 1.
Probably Firehouse for me.
Oh, the smoker or the steamer is pretty good.
I like the I almost said beef and cheddar. That's Arby's. It's like Firehouse something. It's like brisket and cheese and barbecue.
So I know you
sauce.
came to this stream to watch, to learn about technology, but instead we're talking about sandwiches.
You
The
can tell
sandwich
we're-
tier list.
You're a little hungry.
Just started to draw out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need this.
Oh yeah.
Let me, double check and make sure the 24 pin's actually plugged in this time.
Yeah, please do.
Did that on one build.
I haven't had Penn
Boot.
Station. I've heard Penn Station's good.
Penn Station's not great.
I
So
don't
Penn,
know.
Penn Station is one of those places where like you're spoiled for choice, but
Yeah.
like you can easily mess up a sandwich because there's so many choices
Yeah,
that you have.
Firehouse doesn't basically all their stuff's hot. Like
I was a big fan of Quiznos.
really?
Yeah.
I had it a few times. It's alright. It's not quite as good as Jersey Mike's to me. It's kind of similar.
Fair. Yeah.
Jersey
I
Mike's
would
a little
agree.
bit better. I
I
think.
would agree.
I don't want to talk about that.
Just
We don't talk about the mics around me.
the mics.
The mics.
That'd be a good nickname for you. It's just Mike.
Just Mike.
Then people would be confused.
Hey, yo.
Is Mike his real name?
No.
What's his name? Con.
What?
Why do you call him Mike? Yeah, Subway's down near the bottom. Subway's not good. I think people eat there because they're convince
It's
themselves
cheap.
it's healthy. Yeah, it's
I
like,
will say, though, this is a fun fact that one of my friends told me. If you're ever in Disney World, the best place to eat, Subway. Because they can't raise their rates. So you still get a $5 footlong or anything.
but
to
that
effect.
doesn't make it the best. It just makes it the frugal.
Yeah, and the cheapest.
There's better food.
Oh, God, yeah. But I mean, do you really want to pay Disney prices?
If I'm at Disney, I'm probably already selling out a couple of G's, so I'll just buy a Ariel's dinner with Mickey Mouse pancakes, whatever.
Yes, obviously.
Which I'm actually going back to Busch Gardens soon. Even though I just went like 2 months ago, or a month ago.
So we are tossing another
State of Power.
Not State of Power.
What?
State of Power is in there, but
Oh, PCI Express.
PCIe Express. Yep,
For the video card.
for another video card in case that comes down the line.
Yep.
So that's going to be kind of shoved in the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay, Bruce has made a good point. Subway cookies are superior to other chains' desserts.
Jersey Mike's brownies will top that.
Never had them.
I know, not many people.
I
do.
know.
I know, because you would not be making that
When
claim
they,
if
when
you
they left over at the end of the day, you just got to eat a whole pan or something.
No, we actually they are really good.
But,
Like
yeah.
just trust
I
me
saw
on that.
someone online who went to Subway and ordered like a cookie sandwich. So they just took a thing of white bread and filled it with cookies. Cookies.
Oh.
All right,
I mean, some European countries say that Subway bread is too
Yeah.
sugary.
Spicy.
it's getting there. So this one still has to be
Which
boiled
have
down,
some
but
plug-in.
yeah,
That
still got
is-
the plug in.
Is it AIO time?
AIO time.
That is
AIO.
nice.
Would you like some thermal paste?
I want you to install it.
Oh, I was gonna install the cooler. But
Yeah,
oh, this is
the AIO.
Wow.
What are you gonna do? How are you gonna install the cooler but not the AIO?
It's like in clamshell. Why do
Yeah.
you're thermal pasting clamshell?
Does this top? Yeah, this top panel pops off.
Something. There we go. Oh, then they plastic wrap the cap. Kidding me?
Uh,
Like it's like shrink wrapped.
There we go.
Connor, you have a knife.
Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna clean off the CPU. I was staring at it while there's just a giant fingerprint smudge across the IHS. I'm like,
Got
oh.
thermal paste.
Yeah, I was like, I trust you with a knife, or to open my knife. You know the knife etiquette, right, Chris?
You were in
I
Boy
used-
Scouts.
I am an Eagle Scout. It's been a while.
How do you hand a knife to someone?
If you trust them, it's closed. If you do not trust them to open it, then you open it for them and then hand it to them.
And you hand it by the blade.
Yep. And if
You
the,
hold the
and
blade.
if I hand you a knife and it's open, I expect you to hand it back open because I don't trust you to try to figure out the mechanism to not cut yourself.
They also taught us you're supposed to confirm when you have a hold of it so they can let go.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
interesting.
say,
Otherwise- so you don't drop in the middle.
and say thank you. Like when you get it.
Something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Where are the screws for the cooler?
It's the story I keep.
Okay, they're all over there. You got them.
Well, I am here. That's what I said. Yeah, they're here.
Good luck.
Let's do this. All right, I tossed this over here. So these
What's the proper thermal paste application for Threadripper?
I don't. It's an X or X with
Yeah.
dots.
Yeah. Extra dots in the
The correct answer is all of it.
Oh, truthfully, all of it. Oh, you can't even see me. I'm over here.
We gotta get a back camera.
Yeah, but then you see the mess that
And
we
that's
can
literally
hide.
everything in it too.
Yep, that is. I'm just gonna,
Yeah, just clean it up a little bit.
wipe off the drips
A
a
little
little
drippy.
bit.
Enermax.
You could put it down on its back.
Yeah, but it's easier to then put this up and then we can screw it
Yeah.
on the top.
We'll
Versus
screw
I would
it
have
in
to
and
go
then
over on that side and screw it in that
Yeah.
way.
All right.
You want to toss the cooler? I have the things here.
Sure, I'll toss it.
Just
Yeet. Oh, do you want to feed the cables through first?
Yeah.
Okay. Walk in with you.
Just walk it in.
Now walk it down. Now walk it down. Is that DMCA'd?
Yes.
probably.
Everything is. Trick question. Okay.
Just me. No one cares about
My
this.
Oscars.
If
I hear
it's
all
clean,
of it.
you are working hard enough.
Is that where we want it?
Yeah.
Horizontally?
Yep.
There you go. Put one and put one on this corner. We can probably let go.
Do I need to shift it anyway?
No, it's pretty spot on. Okay, you should be good.
Cool.
I'll put all the 12 others in.
I'm going to install the CPU cooler itself.
pump block.
The pump block, pump everything, the rest of the...
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Oh, this actually has a pump header. Oh, shoot. That's new.
Shoot. Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot. I guess CPU op. Can we make CPU op a pump header?
Yeah,
Probably.
should be fine. TM.
TM. Should be fine.
I mean, it's not quite as bad as hold my beer and watch this, which I literally saw some in the mouth.
Where's
I saw
that
some
RGB cable?
Oh, it is.
'Cause I should plug that one in here because
This
it's a
guy.
pain in the butt to
Yeah.
try to plug in.
Chromebook went to sleep. Spec up.
Oh no. I need to route this.
We.
Nah. I think I can get it. It's not sharp, which is good.
Yeah.
As you guys cannot see anything, nor can I because it's pitch black over here because we have no lights whatsoever on this side of this stupid studio.
Otherwise, it'd be backlit. Well, depends.
You can do it.
If you had
right.
the 3-point lighting,
Yeah.
we can only afford 2 points.
Right.
Why does the rad need so many screws?
In case it, the rad's got to survive the apocalypse.
I'm pretty sure they don't even mean for you to screw in all these to the case.
I think
it's just
that,
for
yeah,
the
just
fans.
mounting options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for fans, but might as well put them all in.
Super glad that we have the music.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there, bud. Come on.
It was cross-threaded.
Did you?
I think it was, because it was going very hardly. Difficult. Ooh. Oh, that hole's like not tapped correctly.
I'm just screwing in the actual block itself. Again, it is in a kind of a semi-precarious spot, so that's why we're not moving it around and showing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I absolutely would.
Yeah, a little dangerous. I'll be swinging around. All right, the radiator screw to the top.
Keep dropping the screw because I think it's magnetic, but it's not.
I mean, it's better to drop than CPU. Video card.
It's magnetic, but it's not
We should-
magnetic enough to hold up
We
the
should get
screw.
a drop jar. Every time you drop something, like a screw or component, you have to put $1 in the drop jar.
Let's not.
And
I
then
would
we
be
can-
broke. We donate to charity or
And then we
something.
can buy Firehouse subs.
Oh, there you go.
It's charity. I'm hungry.
And you go as best of a star pattern, cross pattern, whatever you want to call it, as you can while you install these. So you get equal tension, especially on this big of a
Expo, give it to you.
IHS. Because it is large, and you want it to be flat, because if it's not, it's you're gonna have a
You have a bad time.
very bad time.
You can plug it in the power cables for the adapter. Because these Quadro, not Quadro cards, actually use CPU power connectors instead of PCI Express. So there's a little adapter included. And I'm gonna zip tie the ends of these.
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna spin this around real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Woo! Oh yeah.
That way I can actually
That's
plug in
nice.
fans and things. Finish up cable management, and then call it a day.
What's left? Only fans? Every week. Every week.
Just the sigh of just disappointment. One day we will not do that. That day will not
I
be
thought you were
today.
gonna have one day I'll make and only. Okay. I was like, huh?
I mean, I hope not. I do not want to see that.
Video card shortage is that bad?
Telling you, you could make like lots of money off of literally just like pictures of cute animals and call it like only pause.
Oh, I mean that's available for free on Reddit.
Pretty black.
Yeah.
He said that it was jet black, and I must agree, it's
Yeah.
pretty black.
I mean, you can turn off the RGB. It doesn't have to be on.
Yep. So that's
Turn off
exactly
the
what it would
solid.
look like without it.
Yeah, but
With the gold on the card.
yeah. Which I don't know why they keep putting gold on professional series cards. It's just gross. It's tacky sometimes. This one's not as bad as I think it was the Titan V.
Yeah.
Looks so tacky.
Oh.
It's so gross.
But we can all agree that the Titan Star Wars editions are the best Titans.
The Star Wars XPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the ability to
I
purchase one
kinda
the
like
other.
the Titan V.
Titan V. It's
Titan
alright.
V. It was kind of gold, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
The Titan XP was better. Star Wars edition especially.
I almost bought one.
Yeah.
Like there was one on Facebook
Even though it's like not
Marketplace.
good anymore.
No. They were only asking like $400 for it, but I'm like, it's still not even worth it.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm like, A, I have no need for it, but B, like,
What-
I just kind of want it.
What is it comparable to?
From
Now.
current gen?
From
Yeah.
current gen,
Oh, like
3060.
I was gonna say no, it's like 3060.
No, it's not that
Ti.
bad, but it's pretty bad.
not quite
Ouch.
3070. I don't think. It might be near 3070.
Ouch.
Yeah, near 3070. It's tough to compare that far back.
I remember when the original Titan launched, and that was a big deal, and it was like it's like your grand for
Yeah,
a 6 gig card.
yeah, but everyone's like a gig, or a grand. No one will ever pay that for a video card, which has aged very poorly because everything is a grand. What's the cheapest? The 3060 is $329 MSRP.
That sounds about right.
And that's the cheapest card from current gen that you can buy from NVIDIA. $329.
Correct.
Back in my day, I bought my first gaming card. It was a GTX 750 Ti for $150.
Feel free to also install the graphics card whenever.
All right. I'll take some peels
If you want
off.
to, yeah, rotate it. You're
Get that peel.
Just drop it onto the cake.
Ooh,
Now we're gonna try to install it without touching.
good luck.
Yeah. I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna choose touching it over dropping the card fast.
Good. That's a good
Yeah.
choice.
That's a smart choice.
I think I mostly did without touching. I'm gonna be able to feed these back a lot.
Yeah, I know you
Like
are.
a ton.
I have the space for it.
Okay. Oh, actually, let me zip tie those ends first. Because they'll be harder once they're pulled through. Actually, maybe not. No, I'm gonna do it now.
I'm still here.
Is there something you'd like to share with the class?
Hey, I told myself for a minute that I'd never get the A6000. Now look.
True.
True. How many 750 Ti's could an A6000 buy? At 150 a pop.
Yeah.
Side cutters?
Oh boy.
But then at the same time, how many does it outperform?
Yeah.
All of the ones that you bought and then some, even if you perfectly were able to
Scale.
scale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so if you'll help me pull those through. Oh, okay, stop there. I'm gonna plug it in. And then pull some more. Okay, it's in.
Is that all of it?
No, there's still more.
Really?
The connector's like blocking
Oh, hold on.
the ones I zip tied.
Like, there we go.
And then the other one more. Hold on, let me.
That one's got a
there you go.
connector.
There we
No,
go.
we popped the grommet off.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Your USB-C cable came out too.
Ah, shoot.
Okay, I got it in. I think that's everything plugged in.
That's clean.
Clean AF.
Turn it around.
Hold on, I'm gonna screw in the video card.
Whew, yeah.
Is this being shipped?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No, it's not.
Just checking.
Definitely. He lives like 10 minutes away, I think.
Okay,
Maybe 5 minutes.
gotcha. Pretty close.
Oh yeah.
Very close.
He's
Close
seen, he's seen my car multiple times in Cary.
The wrap paying off.
I guess. Finally.
All right. Now I just need the t-shirts to pay off. Ha ha ha.
We don't talk about
You're fired. I kid.
You can't pay me in t-shirts anymore.
You get paid?
In t-shirts. Okay, let's make sure that doesn't get in the fan. Okay, beautiful. Looks like one final zip tie.
Yep, can I have that? Little
Yes,
snip?
sir. And then
I bet you one of the fans is not going to spin. Just is what it is at this point. There we go.
All right. Is it in frame well? All right. Ready? Power.
Power. Board. Board went. Oh.
I still lights them.
Yeah, the lights did.
And some fan just went to 100. It's probably, yeah, video card, I think.
The front fan, two fans spinning?
Yes.
Wow.
Water pump.
Yeah, I
is-
heard it.
Okay.
That one definitely is.
It's on
Is it-
DRAM.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there is RGB.
Yeah.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
that. Hey.
It's working on postings on DRAM. Video card just spun down.
That's good.
It's also may take a while to memory train.
Yeah.
No, they said about that. I was like,
Threadripper boards take a hot minute. For the very
think-
first post, it takes a while.
I think that some of the new Ice Lake boards or the Epic boards take like a couple of minutes
Server boards always take a super long time.
because it's got a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, server boards have to do like 20,000 different things.
It's got like a board controller and then it's like a dual socket
Yeah.
and it, oh my god.
Like the server I have, it has an iDRAC, so it's like a mini computer in the computer for the remote management.
Yep.
And then it has to do all the memory checking, then it does the RAID card, and then it does this and that. It just takes forever. Okay, we're still on DRAM, but I'm gonna give it a minute.
That's quiet.
It is quiet.
Very
Oh, the
too
top,
quiet.
the top two fans are not spinning on the AIO.
They're all plugged in.
Oh, one just went.
Yeah, they're all plugged in otherwise. I hear that one.
Yeah, we'll see what it does once it posts. Oh, DRAM just went off.
Are they all not on now?
No, one's
just
not
one?
on. Yeah, the one, this one. That's the rear fan.
Did that do anything?
I'm wondering if we're trying to pull too much of that three-way splitter. Actually, no, that's from the cooler.
Yeah, it's from the cooler,
Should
so
be
like,
fine.
it should be. It may be just too much from the CPU header itself.
Did you plug it in CPU or CPU opt?
I plugged it in CPU normal, and then I pumped the pump header for the actual pump in CPU out.
It should still be fine.
And we wait in the suspense.
I'm pretty sure it's booted.
There's no suspense anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely posted. It's just that one fan's not spinning.
Yeah. We'll work on that. Worst case, we just drop that to
Yeah,
a different header and call it a day.
Yeah, that'll be a quick
It's
fix.
just this one.
Just this one?
Because here, hold on.
Oh
go
wait,
with
I
it.
see it's like not fully seated. You see?
It is.
I can see the pin.
Yeah, but it is. Like, that's what's weird.
Okay.
Did that stop one of the fans?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's definitely this one.
Okay. Well, we'll fix that quickly.
Oh, I bet you I know what happened. It came unplugged right here. I
Oh,
would guarantee
on the fan.
fan itself.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep.
I can literally see the connector.
Yep. So
Okay.
we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Because these Noctuas have removable cables.
Yeah,
And
it's like
that's what we have to fight
the actual
with.
cable's like this long, but then they give an extender. But
Indeed.
anyway, we'll plug that off because it's gonna be.
I'll
plug
pop
that
back
in
out
later.
and say
It'll
hi.
be boring.
Hi.
But anyway, this has been the Berserker. So thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on Twitch to catch more of these live streams. Check out our website, topflightpc.com, to see all our previous builds, pictures, and request a quote for your own. Good pointing. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Top Flight Computers, as well as join us the Top Flight crew if you like talking about computers and lamps. That was the sales
Lamps.
page.
It's a throwback.
That
Yeah.
was a throwback.
Other than that, I don't think we have any more scheduled as of now. But stay tuned, social media.
We have more. We just don't have them scheduled.
Yeah,
yet.
they're not scheduled.
So keep an eye on our social media.
Yep.
We'll see you later. Goodbye.